If you are seeing this video, it's because you are meant to hear this message. You are finally ready to accept this advice and take back your life, is what I would say if I wanted you to stay. Spiritual clickbait, preying on your despair. But the uncomfortable truth is, I don't really care. I'm sorry to get your hopes up if this wasn't what you were expecting. But before you click off, maybe ask yourself why you want a stranger on the internet to tell you that it's all divine timing, or that you just need to follow your gut. You know these things. You know the truth. What do you need me, or the cards, to tell you? Okay, so what is this video if it's not a reading that you're destined to see, or a tailor-made message from Spirit that you need? I want to talk a bit about the tarot scam and some of my qualms with tarot, astrology, and spirituality on social media. I will be pulling some cards eventually, so if you want to skip to that, there will be timestamps on the video, but that would be missing the whole point, so maybe just keep watching. The reason I am making this video is because I'm just a human being. I am not a lizard. And I know that is something a lizard would say, but you're just gonna have to believe me. Have you seen Hacks? It's a great show, you should go watch it. Anyways, I'm joking, but my point is that I'm human, just like you, hopefully. And like you, I have flaws and weaknesses, and sometimes YouTube gets me good. The algorithm gods send me a video right before bed entitled, "This video will find you right before bed." And I have no shame in admitting that, sometimes I get sucked in. Go watch my video on no shame. I usually don't last very long watching these types of videos because these readings and readers don't really vibe with me and the way I view tarot. But it got me thinking about, everyone else who clicked on this video and was convinced that it was fate, that sent them this video. And I do believe, that the world, the universe, God, your ancestors, the spirit of the summer breeze, etc., can communicate with us in, many ways, shapes, and forms. But most of these readings are just people who want your time, money, or attention. Am I the pot calling the kettle black in this current moment? Well, yes. I mean, what purpose does making this video serve if no eyes are on it? But the only thing that I want to sell you is an idea. I hate to break this to you, but no one YouTube video, or tarot reading, or astrology update is going to save your life. Only you can do that. There is no magic wand anyone can wave to make all your problems go away. And it is okay to seek out help along the way, but you need to make sure that this help is actually helpful. A few years back, I used to give free tarot readings on TikTok, and it was fun for a while, but it made me sad to see how often the people looking for readings were heartbroken, lonely, and desperate for hope. And this is no shade. I'm all of the above. But pain made these people willing to throw out reason and buy into delusion. I don't want to feel that. I think it's scary that this is the type of tarot videos I'm seeing, like the majority of the videos I'm seeing nowadays. Tarot, to me, is a tool to help us navigate life and find harmony in the chaos. But it's not something to keep us waiting on a miracle or trapped in a fantasy that can never be reality. And that's the tea. Oh my god, fuck. Well, I guess that's not the tea. Well, that is the tea, but that's not the tea. I was going to make this a Tuesday Tea and Tarot Talk. I forgot to brew my tea. I'll do it before I do the actual reading. That's so lame. Well, today I'm going to be drinking a classic green tea. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my go-tos. I find that it's like pretty grounding for me, and I thought that would fit perfectly with today's thematic theme, if you will. So tell me what you're drinking in the comments down below. And if you're not drinking anything, like me, go get a drink. I guess I have my water here. I'll take a sip for shits and gigs. But yeah, I'm gonna go make some green tea to get into this reading. But yeah, thank you so much. If you made it this far into this video, I am going to reward you with a tarot reading. I'm going to be doing one of my world famous stepping stone spreads. This is a 5-card reading that I like to do to get to the core of our current crisis and give us some practical advice on how to work through it. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Like I mentioned before, I am just a human being. There is bound to be some projection and bias displayed in this reading. I think tarot is a tool of reflection. It reflects back to us the current moment. It shows us things that we may not be seeing, and it allows for some internal inspection, which hopefully leads to some real-world action. So you may find that nothing in this reading applies to your life or your situation, so please just enjoy this fun waste of time. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, I am back. I'm better than ever. I have my tea. It's still too hot to drink, but it's ready. It's made. And so yeah, we're gonna get into the spread. So like I said, it's a 5-card spread, and we are just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put out my cards here. And then we're just gonna get into it. Here we go. So the first card is the card, okay, at the end of this reading, I am gonna show you what the spread looks like, because it's like, I use how the cards are placed to sort of tell part of the story. So you will get to see them, I'm gonna show the cards each individually, but you will get to see the whole spread eventually. So right at the center of the spread, the card in the middle is our current moment, the focus of the reading, the, like I said, the current crisis, whatever is on our mind right now. And that card is being represented by the Tower. Because why wouldn't it be? Of course. I actually just said to my friend the other day that somehow the shit always finds its way to the fan. Life happens and then you die. Shit happens and then you die, right? We are bound to fall from grace at times. We are bound to have these catastrophic moments, these things that happen in our life that are unexpected, that suck, that, really make us feel like, we're falling out of a burning building. And that's life. It sucks, but maybe that's where you're finding yourself right now. Hopefully not. And maybe you can come back to this video when you really are having a tower moment. But even if you're not, how can we approach this? Okay, so the next card that I'm going to flip is the card that represents the energy that we are moving towards. So maybe we're having a tower moment right now. Shit is crumbling around us. We don't know what the hell to do. Everything looks dark around us. We're free falling to our death. But what are we moving towards? We are moving towards, okay, the Knight of Pentacles. We are slowly but surely moving towards stability. I love the Knight of Pentacles. It's like I love how yellow it is. So as you can see in this tower here, it's very dark, but there are still glimmers of hope. There's still some yellow specks. I'm not even sure what these little specks are. But you can always find light in the darkness, and that's what we have to hold on to when it feels like everything is crumbling around us. Hold on to your breath. Hold on to the fact that you're not dead. You are alive. You are experiencing horrible things, but you are alive to experience them. Um, and maybe it may not feel like that, but you can turn this darkness into something that you can use to get yourself forward. Like the blackness has turned into a horse. Um, this beautiful creature that helps us get to where we need to be. Shout out to all the horses out there. We are moving towards an energy where we are finding stability through steadiness, through consistency, and that's great. But what are we moving away from? So currently we're having a tower crisis because, something was not great in our past, and that past energy is being represented by, gag, the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. Of course. Yeah, wow. Anguish. I call this the mental heartbreak. It's not, a true heartbreak. Your heart isn't broken. Your mind is making you feel that way. Because my swords is the suit of air of the mind. Yeah, your ongoings of your brain, your inner world is telling you that you should feel heartbroken. That's maybe the energy we're moving away from, we don't want to feel that way. We don't want to think ourselves into that pain. Yes, okay, so these are the two most important cards, in my opinion. So at the top and the bottom here, we have the card that represents the energy we need to bring in to get to this, slow, steady stability. And then the card down here at the bottom represents what we need to let go of, the energy we need to let go of to get away from this mental heartbreak. Okay, I'm going to start with what we need to let go of, because I want to end on a good note, hopefully. So what we need to let go of is the indecision, because indecision may or may not be your problem. Maybe you're putting too much on your plate. Maybe that's why you feel in pain. You're just a human being. There's an ant crawling up my foot right now. It tickles. Ant, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I was doing this actually recently. So this is, relevant to my life. So here I go with the projection. I was maxing. So I don't know if you've heard the term of looks maxing. It's like doing anything in your power to maximize how you look. Well, I was not looks maxing, but I was maxing. I was meditating every day. I was doing yoga every day. I was reading every day. I was journaling every day. I was eating healthier. I was walking every morning. I was going on a run every week. And it was not very sustainable. It was cool for the 3 weeks that I was able to keep it up. But, that was it. I was only really able to keep it up for those 3 weeks. Life happens, the shit hits the fan. Stop trying to do all the things. Maybe eventually you can have your dream life. You can do all the things you want to do in a day, every single day. But if you're trying to go from 0 to 100, it's not going to work. It's really, frankly, it's not going to happen. And that's okay, we're trying to move to this slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Have you heard of the tortoise and the hare? Is that even what it is? So yeah, in this image, we see this cloud of imagination with all these different desires. And, that's why it's up there. Because it's hard to have all those things manifest all at once, especially. You can't do that. That's why you feel upset at yourself. That's why your brain is overwhelmed and in pain. So stop it. Get some help. Focus on one thing that you want to change in your life or get better at or focus on. What project you want to focus on. For me, going forward, I think I want to get back into yoga because of the practices that I was doing. I think I felt the most benefit and also just the most joy, from doing yoga every day. because I was doing like a intermediate course that I found on YouTube. Maybe I'll link it in the description. Oh, I'm forgetting her name right now. But I really liked what we were doing because I was doing things I've never done before. And I was finding myself able to do them, and it was really cool. So that's what I'm going to get back into. Let me know what you're going to focus on of the, 7 crazy things that you've been trying to change about your life. What's the one you want to focus on? Okay. And last, but certainly not least, what energy do we need to bring in order to get to this place of steadiness? And that is being represented by the Empress. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh, wait, is my forehead being chopped off right now? I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset if the angle is bad. It is what it is. Okay, who cares? The Empress, Venus, as a Taurus rising ruled by a Venus in Capricorn. I love the planet Venus. It, has a special place in my heart. And it is the planet of beauty, of love, of smiles. You need to engage with things that make you happy, things that bring you joy, things that make you feel beautiful and powerful. Yeah, so I think that ties in with the tower, like what I was saying earlier about the tower. There is still some light. There is, good things in our life. Venus, along with Jupiter, these benefic planets, they represent the good things in life. Venus is oftentimes like the little things, the little good things in life, whereas Jupiter might represent the bigger things, good things in life. So focus on those little things, those little joys every day. Find one thing that makes you smile every day, and if you haven't smiled at the end of the day, just fake a smile. Fuck a fake smile. Except we're gonna not fuck it. Don't fuck the fake smile. We want the fake smile. Because I think even just like scientists, check me if I'm wrong, but I think like the act of smiling releases like, I don't know, endorphins or whatever, something in your body. It makes you feel better even if it's not, for any reason. So smile, have some fun, go glam yourself up, put on a cute outfit, put on some new rings that you just got, put on some earrings, a necklace, make yourself feel beautiful. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Do something that makes you happy. And, yeah. That is all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this video and this reading. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the spread now, and that is going to be it. And here, I'll just show you actually. Here's this. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to stand up for this. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of like this, but sometimes what I like to do is take these energies like this, and then have this like this, because we want to like sort of cover up. We want to, we're getting rid of this, but this is what we're bringing in. So we want to cover up this current moment with what we want to bring in. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. This just in, I didn't even drink my tea, so I'm back to drink my tea because it's not a Tuesday tea and tarot talk without tea, except for when it was. I drink coffee in one of them. But yes, let me try my tea. It feels really hot. It's definitely not PTDT, perfect tea drinking temperature, but I'm gonna try it for the vlog. Do it for the vlog. Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it, but I am gonna do this for the vlog. Okay, it's like ever so slightly too hot, but it's really good. I love tea. Okay, this time for real. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that you will the video's not over by what you're seeing, but the video is over. I'm just gonna leave like a minute of nothing and then this little clip at the end. Sorry about that. For the people who tried to skip ahead to the reading, like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to skip ahead to the reading? So yeah, you don't have to watch the rest of the video. I mean, you can follow your heart. But yeah, I'm gonna put like on the timestamp reading at the end with just this like 30-second clip of me being like, what the fuck? Why are you trying to skip ahead? Like, did you not watch the video? Do you watch the show, Tamar? Okay, gotta go, bye. Are you kidding? You really tried to skip ahead to the reading? What the hell? The joke's on you, there is no reading. Yep, I gagged you. What you gonna do about it? Go back and watch the video. I'm sure you'll find something in there that can help you in your situation if you're really so desperate for a reading. Yeah, go watch the video, girl. What are you doing? What are you doing?